of the people on board the ship, okay, the MV Hondius, during this chaos was Turkish YouTuber and filmmaker Ruhi Cenet. And he was there, witnessed firsthand what was going on. He was there with the passengers, okay, what was happening behind the scenes. By the way, he filmed this announcement by the captain announcing the first death. You remember this?
One of our passengers sadly passed away last night. I'm told by the doctor we're not infectious, but the ship is safe when it comes to this.
Yeah, and they came out afterwards and said, look, that was the information they had at the time. They didn't know there was a contagion. At least 3 of the passengers have now died. Several others have reported symptoms. They're being monitored by health authorities across multiple continents. Earlier today, I spoke with Ruhi about what he saw on that ship. Take a look. What was it like on the cruise, in the sense, when did you start finding out about the Hantavirus? When did you start finding out that there was a problem?
The problem is I never knew. I never figured it out that there was a virus while I was on board. It was only when I disembarked in St. Helena and flew to Johannesburg. The second person who died was with us on the plane, and she died shortly after we landed to Johannesburg. And from that time, the ship management and us got to know that there is a virus on board. So we never knew that there was virus while I was on board.
And you didn't sense anything? The captain, what did the captain say about what was happening?
On 12th April, captain called us to launch area for a meeting. It was very unusual because normally we had meetings at 6 p.m., but he called us at 9 a.m. and we normally never saw a captain in these meetings. So I thought there was something wrong, and by the nature of my profession, I started filming for the good of the people. I thought the footage might be important. Maybe it could be used for proving something. And captain said the gentleman unfortunately died due to natural causes, and we're not in any danger of a contagious disease. So it was relaxing, but also it was misguiding, and the energy went low. We got upset, but if we knew that there was virus on board, everything could turn out differently.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, look, they've come out and said basically at the time he made that statement, they didn't know that there was a contagion on board, that they've taken all the proper safety protocols. But looking back now, how do you feel about that?
I feel very disappointed and unhappy. One, there are so many senior people there, and their immune system may not handle this virus. And two, I experienced it personally. It was a risky thing for me. I have a family, and I'm in self-isolation because of this problem. But the saddest thing is that we have these casualties, unnecessary casualties. I think a lot of things have to improve, have to change after this human crisis, such as regulations when it comes to accepting passengers on board at the first place. If they would ask for us to provide a blood test, this could be prevented, because we know that the person who had the virus in the first place had it before he got on board. So it could be prevented. I am not a doctor. I don't know. But I'm just guessing that science have this possibility to detect any problem. Also, my final take from this disaster is that these ships, whether they are expedition ships or cruise ships, are very expensive. We paid around $10,000, and there could be a lab on the ship, and this after the first casualty, it could be analyzed. even though we paid a lot of money, we didn't have these health amenities. There was only one doctor, and he was every time busy with people asking for seasickness medicines. And we could have more doctors.
Do you know anybody? Are you in touch with anybody who's gotten sick? And did you know the people who died?
I know people who are still on board right now, and I get news from them. They say that they're not in fear and they are being well taken care of currently. Okay. And there are additional support and doctors from the outside world. And the people are wearing masks right now. And they are being isolated, and they're having their meals in the cabin. But the problem is, on 12 April, when we had the first casualty, if we knew that there was a virus, we could take these cautions before. Yep.
So, by the way, as you heard, Ruhi's still in isolation. He doesn't know how long he's going to be in isolation for, currently showing no symptoms. We wish for the best for him, his family. Ruhi Cenet, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.